Hello everybody, and it's been a while since I've done one of these face cam videos that isn't just my face just being reflected off the gamepad footage during those Mario Kart streams. But yeah, I'm here to answer all of your questions that people left on the Q&A, on the Week 104 tournament announcement video earlier last week. So I'll be picking questions at random. I won't be able to answer all questions, since some of them have already been answered in previous Q&As and on streams. And yeah, so let's get into these questions. So the first question is from Gyro Cynical, and the question is, what got you interested in Nintendo? So my brother was into Nintendo games and basically just let me play some of his consoles, so it was basically my family that got me interested in Nintendo. Next question from CZAB is, what inspired you to start making videos? Well, before I had started making videos myself, I watched another YouTube user named Overhazard. This is way back, I think maybe around like 2013, 2012, I don't remember what year it was, but I used to watch that person's like Mario Kart and Super Smash Bros. Videos, so that kind of inspired me to start making my own videos, and eventually I got my own capture card, and then it all went uphill from there. Next question is from Sonic Cowboy, and the question is, what are your opinions on the Nintendo Switch? I've already said this on stream once, but I'll say it again here. I think that this Nintendo Switch looks pretty promising, and it looks like what the Wii U should have been. A lot of people thought that the Wii U gamepad could be taken anywhere and you could play games on the go, but that didn't end up happening. But the Nintendo Switch looks like exactly what the Wii U should have been, so I'm looking forward to that. And I also got another similar question from... who was it? I think the person's name was... who was it? I'm trying to look around at all these questions. I have all the YouTube comments right here. Okay, from Ilias MK8, and the question asks if I'm gonna make Mario Kart Switch predictions. Well, back about a year ago, I made a video series called My Ideal Mario Kart, and I had a couple of ideas that I used to throw out in those videos, so I'm gonna try to bring that back sometime to go over my predictions and what my wish lists are for Mario Kart Switch, so look forward to that. Though admittedly I am kind of lazy when it comes to video editing, so it's gonna take a little while for that to go out. Next question is from Unless to Go, and the question is, what got you into playing MK8 and opening the tourney? Well, I got into Mario Kart 8 just because I was already a Mario Kart fan at that point. I played so much Mario Kart Wii, and also so much Mario Kart 7, so it made sense for me just to get into the newest Mario Kart game. As for opening the tourney, that occurred, I think, around when DLC Pack 1 came out. A user by the name of Gnator84, who you know as George, he suggested that I make a tournament to interact with fans, and so I opened it up, and then you know where all that went. So yeah, that's how I got into Mario Kart 8 and opening the tournament. Next question is from Olmi, and he asks, on a scale of 1 to 10, how fun were these 2 years of the tournaments? Just curious. So, that is kind of an interesting question. I guess the value kind of fluctuates as the tournament time went on. Initially, it was, I'd probably say like around a 7 or so. I mean, it was fun interacting with people, but there weren't that many people there, and I had the tournament, I think the tournament shuffling was actually off, and so people would usually try to join me via recent players. I didn't know this at the time, so I was trying to enforce so that people wouldn't try to play with me too much. I wanted to give everybody a fair chance to join. But then when I found out about tournament shuffling, then everything started to improve from there. And so I think that changed around like the 10th week or so. I don't quite remember when, but yeah. And as for the future tournaments, it definitely got a lot better when the 200cc mode came out. And so... but as time went on, it did get a little bit boring after a while, so lately I've been actually switching up the settings, as you can see. I've been introducing mirror mode again, and with the frantic mode, so I'm trying to keep things fresh for the tournament, since admittedly some people are finding it a little bit boring doing the same thing over and over each Saturday, so I'm trying to mix it up every so often. Next question is from Ellie, and she asks, over these 2 years of Mario Kart tournaments, was my favorite moment? I have to say, it was week 48, the entire tournament. This was back when I had the tournament set to 16 races, where you could only play a maximum of 16 races, and that's what would count toward your final score in the tournament. I'd gotten a 15 win streak. I was almost gonna get a perfect score overall in the tournament, but I got second place on the last race of that. And I think Ellie was partially responsible for that, now that I think about it. I think she threw a blue shell at me, or she might have been the one who overtook me. I don't quite remember how it went, but it was definitely week number 48. And I remember another user, I think Dean Mario Kart Mentalist on Twitter, is like calling me a cheater, and that was kind of funny. So much good memories. MK8 Player Live asks, what's my favorite non-Mario Kart game? I probably have to say... which one? I probably have to say Super Mario Maker is definitely one of my favorite games, since it does encourage like creativity, and I do like creating levels on that, and sometimes playing other people's levels. That's what I like to do. I do like those user-created content games, like WarioWare DIY. Back in the day, before Mario Kart 8 and that, I used to make micro games for that and upload videos about that. I do have the playlist for that on my channel if you want to check out any of those older videos. HammerBro64 asks, can you show us a brief overview of your setup, capture card, etc.? Let me switch over to my phone real quick to show you how I record and stream my videos. Okay, so here we are with my recording setup. So right here we have my gamepad positioned on a little stand. This is actually supposed to be like a, you can't really see it, it's black on black. You can't really see it very well, but it's actually supposed to be like a battery charger, but I just repurposed it as a gamepad stand. I forget the name of the charging stand. I'll look that up and probably put that on the screen in post-editing. And what I use to record my gamepad is this little web camera called the Logitech C615. And I have a phone clamp attached to this little desk, which is holding the webcam in place. And then I have the USB cable go underneath my chair and all around over to my computer, and which I have a program called Open Broadcaster Software to put this all together. I have the gamepad footage from the webcam right there, and then we got the main gameplay from the capture card. And the capture card I'm using for my Wii U is the Elgato HD60S, if I can pull it out. Yep, this is the Elgato HD60S. It's a fairly small device. 1080p 60 frames per second, even though I don't actually use that, and also zero delay, pretty useful. I won that in a contest from the Elgato company. That's pretty lucky to get one of those. And for recording my Wii, I have this capture card called the Hipog HD PVR. It's one of those old composite recorders where you have to put in all those cables rather than the HDMI cables nowadays. That's the capture card I used to use before I got the Elgato capture cards I now use. Let's see what else. And right here we have my Nintendo Wii, and even an Xbox One that's underneath all this, but I don't really play that many Xbox One games anymore. While I'm on the topic of showing how I record stuff, I might as well show off how I record my 3DS. Now this 3DS I have is actually has a software mod on it. It called a custom firmware. A custom firmware basically allows a clone of the stock firmware that comes on the Nintendo 3DS. So that allows me to install mods like NTRCFW, and that includes a video streaming mod straight to my PC. If you want to try installing that yourself, then I put a link to that in the description. I should note that it's kind of more for advanced users who know what they're doing with the 3DS modding, but I also put a link to the 3DS Hacks Reddit page, and there's plenty of experts there to help you out if you ever choose to do one of these. And as for the mod itself, all I have to do is launch a program on my computer, and also launch a program on the 3DS itself, and then I click this button, and then everything syncs, everything pops up on that screen. It takes a few moments, unless this will flash a few colors, and should pop up there eventually. Takes a little while sometimes. There it is, there's my 3DS screen. I can just move around, and that's how I basically record that. Now, as for recording the audio for my 3DS, this mod does not actually have direct audio capabilities, but that can still be done with a 3.5 millimeter audio jack, which I can install to the microphone jack on my... Oh, I don't have that position right to the audio jack on my computer. As you can see, I actually have a laundry basket as a computer stand. I probably should use an actual table rather than that. Oh yeah, one other thing I forgot to show off is that I'm actually using a blue snowball microphone to record my commentary when it comes to the videos. And yeah, and back on the topic of recording 3DS audio, I use a program called Audacity to record that directly, and it gives me the crisp, clean audio quality. Next question is from Dylan Feldman, and he asks, how did I meet Mary, Ellie, and HammerBro, and Olmi? The first person I met out of that group is Olmi, and I think he commented on he started commenting on my videos fairly regularly, and then I think he introduced one of his friends to me. His friend's name is also Kevin. My name is also Kevin as well, so then he introduced me to Kevin's group, and then that's how Kevin and his friends, and including Olmi, were commentating in some of my early Mario Kart 8 streams. And then eventually, I think Marty joined a couple weeks in, I think around the 18th week, and then Marty brought in Mary and Ellie to our group, and so that's how I kind of met those people. And then I think I added Hammerbro around the 52nd week of the Mario Kart 8 tournament, so that's kind of how I met the people. Basically, I met one person, and they introduced me to their friends, and then they brought in their own friends as well. That's kind of how it worked. Next question from Swaggy Dude. He asks, how do you find 200cc races online in Mario Kart 8? There's a few tournaments that are fairly active in 200cc. You can't really find that many 200cc worldwide lobbies that aren't already pre-arranged. I'll put one of those tournament codes on the screen. That's a tournament that's usually active with some 200cc players, though the skill level kind of varies. There's like some really bad 200cc players, and then there are some really good 200cc players like myself. There's also a 200cc Discord group, and I would put a link to that from my channel. However, I don't do that because I know that there are people who are more interested in racing with me rather than actually playing 200cc. So another reason I don't put a link to the Discord group in my channel is that we keep track of whoever joins the server. So if somebody wants another person to join, they'd have to ask the moderators, and they have to give them a link. So we don't want any like permanent links to let anybody get in. We'd like to know who's entering the server. So yeah, that server is actually one of the best places to arrange 200cc races. So I won't be providing a link to that, but maybe somebody from that server might be able to help you out. Though I won't really say who's in the server. Next question from Nicholas Merrigan asks, when did I first start wearing contacts? I don't know when I started wearing contacts. Might have been like around 4 years ago or so, but I'm not quite sure about that. But he asked another question just in case I couldn't answer that first one. And the question is, why did I switch from glasses to contacts? Glasses were kind of a bit annoying to wear. I mean, whenever you have those glasses on you and you look downward, it just kind of just dangles there, so it's kind of annoying. Not to mention, there's like a little when you wear glasses, there's like a little blind spot around the peripheral vision. It's a lot better to wear contacts since I have like clear vision everywhere. So yeah, just a lot more convenient to wear contacts. Another question from Senior Skills 2028 asks, how do you feel about interacting with subscribers? Well, the entire channel is kind of based on interacting with subscribers. I mean, I do the live streams on the weekends to play with my viewers, and of course I do upload like online races in Mario Kart where sometimes some of my subscribers are there. But yeah, the entire channel is based around interacting with subscribers, and for my thoughts on doing that, sometimes it can get a little annoying, because some fans like to be like, all notice me senpai, and that kind of asking for shout kind of thing. That can be really annoying sometimes, but I just gotta deal with that. But yeah, it can be annoying sometimes, but hey, it's still fun overall to do it. Next question is from Alex W, and asks, how far ahead in advance do you record your videos that are not live streams? That's an interesting question. It varies depending on the video I make. If it's like a Super Mario Maker level showcase, one of my own levels, I usually record, edit, and upload the video on the same day, though I might publish the video the next day. YouTube does have a feature where you can schedule an upload. Like, it gets uploaded and then I can publish it the next day. And as for online races and some of those other videos, usually those are recorded like a few days beforehand. I usually don't upload those on the same day. Next question is from Gaming with Macho Man Randy Savage, and the question is, do you have any special plans for the channel in the future? That's kind of interesting. Don't really have any like big plans per se, but there is one other YouTuber who I watch by the name of Blue Television Games. He mainly uploads Super Mario Maker content, and what he does is that he usually showcases other Super Mario Maker content creators in special guest star videos. Like, he has the person record their own video, and then that gets uploaded to Blue Television Games. I might do something similar with Mario Kart content creators. That would be a good way to help grow the community that's already been established, but at the same time, by me saying that, there's going to be a whole bunch of people that just want to be featured on the channel, and that can be pretty annoying, but I'll just have to deal with that and probably block people who will go up and say, oh, can you feature me in a video? And some of that annoying stuff. So yeah, I'll see what I can do about featuring other Mario Kart content creators. So that's gonna have to do it for this Q&A. I didn't answer all of the questions since a lot of them were like, what's your favorite Mario Kart game or combo? I've already answered a lot of those samey questions on the live streams. And so yeah, so sorry if I didn't get to your questions, just I couldn't really answer all of them in the video. Didn't want the video to be too long, so thank you all again for your support and allowing me to do the Mario Kart 8 tournaments for 2 years now, and also allowing me to get it to 16,000 subscribers. At this video, we're getting close to 17,000 subscribers, so that's also pretty cool. So yeah, really appreciate the support for everybody who's on this channel over these past 2 years. How long have I been doing this? A couple of years, I don't quite remember, but yeah, thank you all so much for your support, and thank you all so much for watching and leaving your questions in the video from last week. So thank you all so much for watching, and see you all next time.